Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rini and this is the Enchanted Planner. Okay, welcome to another edition of What Pairs with What. I've got a stack of books out that we are going to talk about today. The purpose of these videos is to help us all find similar colors or books that pair with other books, because once you get into a large collection, sometimes it's a little hard to remember where things are. So what I've got out today is a combination of, in this pile, neutral watercolors, sage, cyanotype, funky abstracts, and hustle and heart. And we're going to talk about this. So let's start with these two. Now, neutral watercolor is not something you're really going to expect, but there is the greens in here that pair very, very well with sage. See what I'm talking about? Okay. Other aspects of neutral watercolor pair very well too. These, I don't have the book out, but these go fairly well with some of the Wellness Warrior, but not a lot, because the Wellness Warrior tends to be more on the pinks and the purples and the blues, but they are, it's similar in some of them. Some aspects in here you're going to find in, what's the book? Sophisticated Florals, which I will grab 2 secs. Okay, I got Sophisticated Florals out. And again, a lot of these neutral tones in here pair very, very well with Sophisticated Florals, because Sophisticated Florals itself is a fairly neutral book. There's that pink. I missed the page, didn't I? Like, look at this. Look. So we've got neutral watercolor and Sophisticated Florals is what I'm talking about right now. They pair very, very well together. I mean, of course, they're both fairly neutral, but some things you don't expect to find, and you find it in the strangest of places. So that's a combination, as well as I mentioned, the greens in here pair very, very well with the sage book. Okay. What also pairs well with these three, believe it or not, is the greens in Hustle and Heart. Not those. Those are terrible and atrocious. We don't talk about those. But see, these, they really complement each other quite well. So if you're looking for headers and you're working with either of these books, you'll have some stuff to pull on. Of course, there's some neutral stuff in here as well. But even these darker greens, look at the three, like they're beautiful together. And it also gives a very nice contrast of light and dark. When you start playing with color, there's a lot of things you can get into. Now, even these darker greens, which is where I'm going to pull in the next 2 books. Funky Abstracts was added to the collection this past fall. But see, look. So the blues in here really work well with some of this. They work well with Hustle and Heart. Okay, and sliding those aside, now we're going to pull in cyanotype. Again, these blues. Indigo pairs not too bad, but it's more tie-dye than these are. But the blues in here are just incredible. And right there, you got a beautiful contrast. Let's get rid of the green so we can get like a side-by-side comparison here. But look at these. It's beautiful. Even though the tones are different, they still complement each other really, really well. And oh, I love these. These would look gorgeous together. Yeah, I love this book. I love monochromatic stuff though, so yeah, this book's absolutely beautiful. But you know, there is some books that you probably have in your collection, or you were thinking about buying some of these, and you're like, I have nothing in my collection that works. You may have more in your collection than you think. So we're just going to move these guys off to the side, and we're going to go into my next stash of books for today's video. You guys really, really love these videos, so I'm happy to do them. It just takes me time to go through my collection and put books together that work. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is this one. Now, I've got in this pile, I've got abstract watercolor. I've got Rock This, which is a teacher book from 2021, I think. I've got Southern Farmhouse. I've got the Papillon sticker book. I have the My Garden sticker book, which was part of one of the Happy Boxes. But then I also have Plant Mama. And the tones, what launched this part of what pairs with what is the tones that are in abstract watercolor. They have these beautiful, it's a beautiful color palette, but you'll also find it in this book. Very, very similar. I haven't even used this book actually, now that oh no, I've used some of it. But the tones in here are very similar. Gorgeous, right? Okay, so let's slide these out, leave those two together. I'm gonna stack them like that. And then I'm gonna pull out Southern Farmhouse. Now I've used a lot of this book. I love it. But again, when we're looking at color palettes or similar colors that complement, this is where you're going to find things in the least suspected places. Like I said, I've used a lot of this book. I love this book. But look at these side by side. This is sort of the representation of the colors that are within Southern Farmhouse. And then if we pull in Plant Mama, again, we're going to find these tones. These blues and these creamy, I don't even know what to call that, coral color. This is another book I haven't used too much. But if we put these guys in, let me find a page that works fairly well. That'll do. That'll do. But look at those, the three of them side by side, right? And then add to that, if you have the My Garden sticker book, which is basically this sticker book, just a bit different because it came with the Happy Box. Again, the colors are very, very similar. And then adding to this last bit, we're going to look at Papillon, because Papillon has a lot of neutral and earthy tones in it in some of the themes, like within here. Again, we've got these creams and blues. I mean, these are a little bit stark, but we've got the same yellow. We've got the same blues. In the least space you're gonna think about it, right? So if you look at these guys side by side, and we start looking at them, I'm gonna take that one out because I got too many books on the go here. But if you look at these guys side by side, look at this beautiful combination. And I really want to use this book. I have not used this book yet to date. Every time I put it on my setup videos, I end up having to move it or look at something else because it won't work for that particular week. But I really want to use this book because I think that, where are they? Like, these are gorgeous. Gorgeous, man. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, I could easily pair these two together because look at that, right? So you just have to use a little bit of your imagination. But the colors in these books will go very, very well together, or they are the same color. So if you're looking for more of that color, you'll find it. I'm sure I have more. Oh, my mic cord is hanging in here. I'm sure I have more of these that will work in these collections, but as I go through, I will add more to these videos. Like I said, you guys really enjoyed them. So if you know of any sticker books that complement or have the same colors as the ones I showed in today's video, drop us a note in the comments, because the whole purpose of this series is to help all of us use what we have instead of constantly buying new, right? We need to make our way through our collection, not continually add to it and never use it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell on your way out. I put content up every week. If you're new, drop us a comment down below letting us know you're new so we can formally welcome you to our wonderful community. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time. Ciao.